Hello, welcome to High Peak Biker, and today I'm just going to be talking to you about the drone and the DJI Mini 2 and my experience just over the last 2 weeks. My son bought me the DJI Mini 2, which was a fantastic surprise, and a lovely little card written with it, talking about how I'd supported him all the way through his life and university and into his job engineering with the space project, and how I'd always taught him to reach for the stars, and he was repaying it, and he wanted me to sort of give the channel a go because he saw how much I was just enjoying sort of filming and uploading things. So I went out and I sort of started flying it. Of course, you don't need a license or any insurance or anything to fly these in the UK. Or so I thought. The reality is something a little bit different, and I'll let you know what the reality is, what the law is, and what you need to do, which is actually quite simple in order to get one of these, which is your drone operating license and flyer ID. You don't actually need a flyer ID for a sub 250 drone, and but I did it anyway because it's free, and I at least know I got all the answers right, and I know what I'm doing. You do need to have an operator ID, and each drone needs to have an operator ID actually fastened onto it and labelled up, so that you can you're responsible for that drone if anything does go wrong. And I'm just going to get the drone out now and show you what I've done. You can see that I've just on here put my it's got my mobile phone number at the top and my name, and then it's got my drone operator ID underneath. So that's my DJI Mini 2, and I've had a lot of fun with that over the last few days, weeks in the snow since Christmas. But you need to get a drone operator ID, and this is how you do it. Sentence there is saying, I think, and I read it, that if your drone has a camera, unless it is a toy, or weighs 250 grams, you don't need to register. So I thought, if you're buying it as a toy, what does that mean? Are you buying it as a toy, or is it designated as a toy? Well, the simple thing is that if you look at the drone and model aircraft code, right click, open a new tab, got it up here just in case it didn't open, and go through here to page 4. The type of ID needed is highlighted in this table. So below 250 grams, so 249 grams, and a toy, you don't need flyer ID, you don't need the operator's ID. If it's below 250 grams and it's not a toy, and it has a camera, then you do need the operator ID. Now, I would argue that as a motor vlogger, if you're using a drone to create videos that you're going to put on your channel, it's not a toy. Therefore, you need an operator ID. So, how do you get that? Let's have a quick look at the steps you need to take in order to register for that. Here we are on the Civil Aviation Authority website, and when you go through to the code, you've got the code here which has got all the information you need. We've highlighted the fact that yes, my drone is a DJI Mini 2, it's below 250 grams, but I don't think it's a toy. It's got a camera, therefore I do need an operator ID, but I'm also going to do the flyer ID. So I go to registering a drone, register-drones.caa.co.uk/individual. And when you're on there, it gives you an overview, and down here tells you about the flyer ID, the person who flies the drone. The operator ID is the person responsible for it, and that's the legal bit you've got to have. I also went for the flyer ID because I just wanted to be tested, make sure I could do it. So the operator ID is £11.13, and I paid that with the credit card, and that's valid for 1 year, so you have to redo it every year. The flyer ID doesn't cost anything, and it lasts for 5 years. So let's go through, register to take the test and fly, and here we go. We can press start. Once you press start, it's going to open and you go through a registration process, which I'm not going to do again. It's simple enough for you to do. I will mess the system up if I do it. So that's what you do in order to get your flyer ID and the drone operator's license. And at the end of that process, you're prompted to put in your credit card details or your bank details, and they take the £11.13, I think it was. £11.13 from your bank account. And there you go. So I didn't know you had to do that, and I'm glad I found out. Well, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, then please click like and subscribe, and I'll see you in a future video. Bye.